I mean, it smells just like a blueberry pancake.
Too much of anything is not good for you, baby.
Then you got this beautiful maple blueberry glaze.
I don't know about that. As many times as we've loved.
Baby, he is the moment. He is Berry Mapleton.
Can't get enough your love, babe.
My blueberry pancake bundt cake. Okay, his name is Berry Mapleton, and we just gonna get right up into this recipe because Berry is delicious. Okay, we're not gonna play. Starting with our bundt pan, we're gonna get that nice and buttered with some melted butter. We're gonna add some flour to it. We're gonna rub it in nicely and get it up into the fridge. Next up, we're gonna cream 2 room temperature sticks of butter. Get those nicely creamed. Get that air whipped up into that butter. Next, you're gonna add 1 cup of sugar to your butter, as well as 4 capfuls of maple extract. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but we want that maple flavor to jump out. That's what's gonna give us that pancake effect. I also add 1 capful of vanilla extract, as well as a 1/3 cup of maple syrup. Once I have that all added, I cream it up nicely for a few minutes at a time. Then we have 3 room temperature eggs. We're gonna incorporate those one at a time. You could also do this with a hand mixer. Once all 3 eggs are incorporated, it's time for your dry ingredients. Your dry ingredients consist of 1 3/4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, as well as 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and just a pinch of salt. Mix that all together, and then you're gonna add that to your batter in thirds, alternating with your milk. So you'll add 1/3 of your dry ingredients, followed by 2 tablespoons of room temperature milk. I use whole milk. Mix that, add another 1/3 of your dry, followed by 2 more tablespoons of your milk, followed by your 1/3 of dry, and your last 2 tablespoons of milk. Get it all nicely mixed. Then we're gonna add more maple syrup to this batter, okay? I didn't measure it, I just kinda added a little bit. I would guesstimate maybe like a few tablespoons. I have some frozen blueberries. Feel free to use fresh blueberries, but I'm gonna use some frozen ones because I got them up in the freezer. I add about a cup of those to my batter, and I carefully fold them in because I don't want to burst them, okay? You know, I just want them folded in there. Once they're folded into the batter, get the batter into your bundt pan, then get Berry Mapleton up into your preheated 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. And now it's time for that delicious, that scrumptious maple blueberry glaze. We're gonna start by making a blueberry syrup. Add 1 cup blueberries to a pot, along with about 3/4 of a cup to a cup of maple syrup. Allow that to nicely simmer. Once it's simmering, it's gonna get nice and thick and syrupy. Turn the heat off, let it sit for a few minutes, and then you wanna strain it. You wanna strain it to get those blueberries out, but in the process, you wanna mash those blueberries through the strainer so that you get more of that blueberry flavor, girl. It's gonna be so good. Let that sit and get nice and cool. Now we're gonna take Berry out of the oven, okay? Now, while Berry is still hot, we're gonna add something to him. What do you add to your blueberry pancakes other than syrup? Butter, baby. Yes, we're gonna add some melted butter to Berry while he's nice and hot and fresh out the oven. I'm gonna poke some holes in the bottom, and I'm gonna add about a 1/2 cup of melted butter to Berry. And then you wanna just leave him like that and let him cool for a bit. While Berry is cooling, we're gonna finish up that maple blueberry glaze, okay? So we have the blueberry syrup. We're gonna melt 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon maple extract, 2 cups powdered sugar, and then add some of that maple blueberry syrup. Don't add all of it, kind of eyeball it because you don't want it too runny. You do want a nice thicker glaze. Mix that all together and you see just how beautiful this glaze is, okay? It is, girl, okay? So it's time to take Berry Mapleton out the pan. This is always a nerve-wracking moment. And as you can see, Berry did not come clean out the pan, but will he still be delicious? You bet your he will. Besides, perfection is overrated, okay? If he don't come out clean, don't trip. Berry Mapleton is gonna be the moment, either way. From this point, you wanna let Berry cool for about 2 hours. Okay, so you're gonna need some patience here, all right? But once he's cool, add that maple blueberry glaze to it and he is done. It is finally time to eat Berry, okay? You know, he expects it. he expects it, it's okay. This cake is absolutely worth a try. If you enjoyed this video, you learned anything from it, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notifications bell, because I will be back next time. As always, that's when I'll see you. I'll see you next time.